Alright, I'm back with more ReThink, and today we're on the final episode because we are on test number 40, and we are getting it done today no matter how long it takes me now. I believe there are 3 levels to this, just like the last few tests. So, I have to get purple diamond, white X, and teal X, because we need to activate these all the way across. Is there a way to cheat it? Probably. But, I definitely can't make any of these extra jumps, right? Let's look up here. Because I may start up here first. Just to get everything activated up here so I don't have to worry about it, like the last map. Because I'm pretty sure none of these can connect to the bottom ones. So we need green and red. So I believe we have to... Was there an angle I can get both reds there? Yep. Maybe that's for later. Probably not. If I had to guess. Because we have our blue, and then we have our green here. Oh, there's also white on this side. Huh, okay. That's interesting. Well, considering there's white on that side and white on that side, I really need to make a white line early. To be able to split it into two. To possibly, like, right here, to cut up here and then go across. Because I don't think there's an angle where I can touch both at the same time. So, we'll leave that there. We'll take this. Or, we'll take this. Because maybe this is it. Maybe they're two different symbols for the white, and I just didn't realize. Because we have an X, and we have an... Wait for it. Diamond. Okay. Maybe they do have to alternate. So instead of using a regular split, I used one of those to cover the green side. Now I feel like that might be the option to go for this, because it does switch, and I'm pretty sure both of those are not X, so that might help us. Yeah, that's a diamond, so fitting in with the alternating theme here, that might help. Okay. So next. Okay, see, that's already not going to work, I can tell. Actually, no, I want X, because X is also over here, and it's also activating that. So this is facing the right way right now. See, the problem is... It's like getting these to connect up. Just not going to work with the amount of cubes I have sitting here. It has to be something like this on each side. Or not. I don't know. Could be wrong. Probably am. This is going to take a long time to get through. Okay. That might work. I've angled this here, and it's going to connect up to the same exact thing on the other side if I just don't bump into it whenever I move. Hopefully it'll connect to the same exact thing. I really do hope so. Now, it's just the fact of trying to get all these colors to mix together, which they're not going to, so this is a wasted effort. So I've angled a blue in to here, and as you see, it does line up with every single white connection here. So there's something to that. I just feel like I need more cubes from the rest of the rooms. So I have to just keep working my way around until I figure out what works in what room. Like, if I could take one of these upstairs and swap them out with this or something. Let me check the basement. Because like I said, this is a... They want you to think it's separate, but it's probably connected. Okay, so I can't take anything out of this room. So this in itself... Oh, well, I think that disables that, so that might be onto something here. Alright, hold on. To get blue? There's not even a blue in here. It's weird. Wait, no, there's still not a blue in here. Is there? Oh, that's purple. Wow, I thought that was red. So hard to tell. Alright, blue here. Now we can work with everything else. So we want a red, here. This is not going to work. We want this here, and then we want... Oh, well, if I could just angle a red at a much sharper angle, we're onto something. Oh, I could do this. I mean, that works, but I just need to get this a little closer. Is that possible? No, I can do that. Damn, so close. You know, I was thinking, there's no circle connections down here. And there's no, oh, not down here. There's no circle connections up here that connect to anything to leave. So I wonder if I have to go and then take similar shaped cubes in there, swap them out, bring the other ones up here, and just destroy those so they respawn right here. So I have all these extra cubes to use. I feel like that's it, because looking at that and that, I don't have enough to do all of this. So, yeah. We definitely have to figure out this bottom room first, which shouldn't be too hard. I'm almost done with it. There's the angle I need. There we go. That's the angle I've been searching for a long time. Okay, so now, if I can just get this to line up to both. I don't think that's going to, but I feel like that's close to the solution. I'm pretty sure they don't line up. Yeah, they don't. I gotta be close to it though, you'd think, right? I mean, they're both yellow. If I just up it back a bit. Now what I could do is sit here and do this for like 2 minutes. Because I mean, there is the angle on that. So all I have to do is just rotate the green a little bit more over. And hopefully, you know, 2,000 years later, whenever I'm done doing this. Probably the secondary mouse speed I could up in the options. I think that's what that is. I've explained that before. But, again, originally didn't like the idea of doing that. But now I like it because it is pretty useful. I'm missing one? Did it not? Oh, yeah. That's why, because it's not lined up to it. There we go. Oh, it doesn't shut that off like I thought it was going to. What does the circle do then? Did I completely miss that? Was that part of like the exit door that I just couldn't see? It's hard to tell. Well, I mean, that is activated. Is that activated from... Oh, maybe the circle... Okay. It's just not very clearly laid out. If the circle one is that. Unless it is some of the ones I have activated up here? Possibly. If that's the case, then I have no idea what the circle just did. Because I honestly thought it would shut the field off, and then I could go swap some cubes out and bring up more. But clearly that's not the case, so my guess would be the door. If that's not it, I have no idea. So now since that bottom part is done, we can focus on this one. So we have 2 splits and 4 alternating splits. That shouldn't be too difficult, right? Maybe do this. Is that a diamond down there? It's hard to tell. Mostly because I'm blind as a fucking bat, but yeah, it's a diamond, that's an X. I was just wondering if I can get them connected up. It doesn't look like it. So maybe save. Well, I guess the blue would have to alternate then. Where can the red go that's constant? Because it can't go... I mean, I could do that. That might work. So then I just get another one and just angle this into where it can constantly be connected, like so. It's not going to work out whatsoever. And then I go here Then I do that. Okay, so we got part of that figured out, I think. So we just need the other... We need white, is basically what we need. And we're not going to get white anytime soon down here in the way I'm doing this. I almost just have to make sure that we get the diamond side lined up first, because I kind of did... I mean, I got one half of each side done. Yes, that helps. But... still problems. Still some problems there. Guess who realized there's another blue connection over here? Because I wasn't paying attention. Alright, is there a way I can connect that up? I just want to be able to connect these up. But I just don't think I had the angle on that. That to work for me. Although, wait. Whenever I drop it down, that might work. So right now we just have light blue going into here, but that's not going to work because we have that in the way, which I don't... I might have just screwed this. There's a good possibility that I've screwed this. Now maybe I don't need that to go across there anymore. I mean, I need red, of course. I'm thinking maybe I could do something like this instead. Because red needs to go into this as well, right? Yeah. So there's a way I could back red up, split it, so it goes into, oh, I need blue as well. Maybe I could angle the blue into here. So whenever I swap it, it goes to X, and it goes to diamond whenever I click it. So now I just need a splitting one. Whoops, to go in here. Uh-oh. Shit. It's not swapped the right way. Not like what I thought it would be. It's the same thing with this, right? Yeah. Well, there goes my idea. See, that works now, whenever I have it swapped the other way. Damn. So close. I mean, I could do that. Oh, wait. Actually. Is there a way I could... Yeah, there's no way I can get the green... Not the green. There's no way I can get the red intersecting with that just yet. Or could I? Did not mean to bump into that, but you're gonna have to just hold on a second. Because I'm trying something. Yeah, there's not a sharp enough angle, or a wide enough angle that I could get anything to work there, so let's move that out of the way and put this back. Now I could put this here, so it alternates for that, and then I have this free. Because that's activated, we want the red crossing here and here at the same time, which is what we have, which that completely ruins it for the other side though. I'm pretty sure. Unless I can get... So I can do that. That doesn't help. That doesn't help at all. Okay. Putting the green here gets me everything I need but that one X to work. Am I missing anything else? Like, there's no other cubes that are laying around that I can grab. I mean, there's stuff up there, yeah, but that doesn't help. But then again, I don't really know at the moment if any of those up there can be swapped for down here. Because I know that can't, because it's a closed off thing. Okay, so what I did is I moved the regular split one back into this position. And now I'm just going to see if I can move this alternating one around in a way that I can hit. I can hit that. Okay. Okay, hold on. I think we're on to something here, because now I need to angle that into to that one. Because this has to cross, right? Hold on. No, it's the green one I have to split. I have to split it and just connect it up like this. Then I simply just have to re-angle the blue one into here, I believe. Yes, there we go. Okay, so those two activate, those two activate. Okay, now we just have to do upstairs. So this is done, the bottom's done. One last thing. Let's start by moving this up. So that eliminates us having to cut through the middle. Gotta take everything off here. Just because I want to restart over in a good spot. But I'm pretty sure that blue up at the top is the starting thing. Because we need diamond. Yeah, we just connect up all the diamonds here. Shouldn't be a problem. Help. So let's do... It just has to be a better angle for this, you know? I feel like there has to be, but I maybe I have to make white first? There was no splitting colors, was there? No, there wasn't. That was at the basement. What am I thinking? Got confused. Oh, that lights up for like a split second, then doesn't. Why is that? Oh, is it because the blue is like a tiny bit off? There we go. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, wait a second. I see it light up and then it goes away. I could do this instead. Because maybe I don't have to alternate these ones. It has to be in the back. Why, I don't know. But I just feel like I'd get more of an angle with one of them. Because I did get the red. I could definitely do this. And they do cross at some point, so that is good. They don't cross the exact point I want them to, but it's a start to get white. And we need that. Okay, we got white to cut across. Now I was wondering, is this sharp enough of an angle for me to get that there? Yes. Do I have extra ones? I guess it wouldn't matter. I mean, I think I'm done. Right? So we have X. And then we have... Once this is turned, I feel like I may... Damn it. I may have messed something up, but it might just be as simple as swapping out the split one for the single one. But I think I might be done. Because where does this angle at? It angles here. Hold on. Those 5 are activated, those 5 are activated. Everything downstairs is activated. I have extra ones left up there, I believe. Yeah, I never use this, so... That's fine. Just extra ones lying around. There we go. What's this say? Now an interactive museum. After its closure in 2279, the facility was redesigned as an interactive museum, the one you just went through. The government changed the laws and the tasks that correctional institutes now had to fulfill. Their task now is to rehabilitate their inmates instead of putting them behind closed doors for the rest of their lives. To achieve this, the budget for these facilities has been increased and the need for profitability was abandoned. Profitability. Wow, I can't say that word. People that had done this had been sentenced to 2,481 lifetime sentences, one for each inmate that was killed or abused during their time. Example cell. This is a replica of one of the cells which the inmate had to live. Wow, what a shitty cell. I would hate to live in that. Whoa. Hey, we actually got like an ending cutscene thing. Blew all my tests up that I spent so long to complete. Well, not really an ending cutscene, but still. Oh, that's who did playtesting, huh? I think he has to do a little more playtesting next time for the one test that I broke. Without the glitch, the one where I was just able to angle the, was it the green laser through the test outside? So there we go, that's ReThink Evolve 2. I do like how it showed, it went through all my placements where I had through the maps at the end. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know why the first set exploded and it knocked all my cubes away, but that's fine. Do a little mini review after this, and then I'll tell you my thoughts, so see you there. Alright, welcome to the mini review. What you see in front of you is my totally accurate puzzle game guide. There's 3 tiers. We're going to figure out which tier it lands on. First one being buy it now, second one being buy it on a sale, and third one being avoid like the plague. I know exactly where this is going. Wait for sale. I've already added it in because I didn't have the actual logo. I had to make it. This is definitely the best of the 3 games of ReThink, ReThink Evolved, and ReThink Evolved 2. Is there still problems with it? Yes. Is there some glitches that need to be ironed out? Yes, I believe they are going to be ironed out. Is there optimization problems? Yes, I believe that's going to be fixed as well in the next few games, or next game. Oh, and I just wanted to point it out. On room 36, I believe it was called, where I was able to get the green laser to shoot through the doorway without doing the test to get the green laser that it was supposed to activate in the first place. I have a solution for that. Just put a door on each room, and it just opens up whenever you walk next to it. That's it, and it just closes whenever you walk away from it. That way, so I can't angle the laser through there and go and do the other test in the middle. So, problem solved on that. Sure, that's easy to implement. Now, I gotta be honest, for like the first 30 puzzles, this was gonna be on tier 3, just because it was not really challenging. It was just average, and it was kind of boring me. But the last section of the game past that was pretty interesting to me. And I don't know if I could handle a whole game that intense, but a few puzzles like that I'm fine with. They were actually pretty challenging. Took me a good while to complete each one. The soundtrack, I liked it. I just don't know if it fits the theme of the game. It seems a little off to me, but it was relaxing to listen to while I played. Let's see, is there anything about the gameplay that I didn't like? I was pretty neutral on almost everything that was represented. I would say for tweaking, little changes I'd like to see in the next one is put a different texture on the reflective surface, maybe even a mirror, if that's even possible. I just feel like that would look better than like it looks like a TV whenever there's no channel signal, like the old TVs. It just looks out of place. There needs to be better variation on the fizzler fields and the zero gravity fields. They look too similar, so you get confused at certain points. I've been running cubes into them or thinking I could lift up in the air and I don't. So maybe a different particle effect. Maybe have a certain color designated just to the zero gravity fields or the fizzlers. Because I know you made them correspond to the color of the room. I mean, that's nice, but it just gets a little confusing. And here's my biggest request gameplay-wise. It's very subtle, but I think it'll help. It'll go a long way. Now, you're staring at the floor most of the time because you're looking at the lasers. And you're dealing with red, green, blue, white, purple, and teal, I believe. If I'm missing a color, you watched it. Yellow. Now, since you're looking at a white floor and you have to use white connections and colors that look close to white from a distance, it gets a little confusing. So I was hoping if the floor could just be changed to like maybe a light gray or a little darker gray or something like that, just so it can balance out the color. You can see from a distance exactly what you're looking at. Plus, a little color contrast never hurt, because you ever stare at something white all day and then you look away? Eyes kind of hurt a little bit. But I understand you try to vary that up with the walls being different colored, and they had the little glows to them. I've checked on the higher graphics settings, and that's nice, but it still has the same problem, I'd say. It just needs a little darker floor added to it. Also, I'm going into such detail because I actually talked to the developer, for once on one of these games, so I feel like we can actually improve it. And we have been improving it over the past couple games, I believe. It's been taking some of my feedback along with other people's. Also, I'm glad you changed the tone of your comment from the first time that I read it. I'm glad you updated that. Luckily, email saves the original comments. I was able to read it. So yeah, I think I will give that game a solid 6 out of 10. Barely above average. Still needs work, but it can be improved. You have a better base than you had in the last two games. I think we can improve this greatly and make it a nice puzzle game that fits in with all the rest that I have played. I might be wondering, what the hell is this game? Well, good old friend LB sent me this, and he asked me to play it. And he was the first one to send me a gifted game in the around my birthday time, so this is what we're playing first. It is called the Spectrum Retreat. I have low hopes for this. It looks different. Supposedly it has a narrative story to it and some puzzles. I don't know how well that's going to look, because if you see this and then you see the desk shot in the hotel or whatever, there's a very big contrast to what's going on here. So I don't know how well this is going to work out. I'm not understanding the hotel scenery and then the very bright Polarity-esque. That's what it reminds me of. Polarity-esque rooms. Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. So with that, I'm done for today, and I'll be back with that to start possibly someday next week. I figured while I'm here, I might as well read some of the reviews from these sites I've never heard of. Refreshingly Human might be the best way to sum up Spectrum Retreat, which seems to understand better than most games that science fiction isn't just about robots and teleporters. It's about telling meaningful human stories. Other puzzle games put story in the back seat, but the Spectrum Retreat's narrative sucks us straight in. 9 out of 10. 4 out of 5 and 10 out of 10. This game is a 10 out of 10. I don't believe that. I've never heard of you before in my life. Puzzles are cleverly and integrally woven into the narrative, perhaps better than any other example. Portal included. Oh, now I can't wait to play this now since I've heard that. I will remember you past the controller for a while with that comment. But yeah, see you next week for whenever we start this game. Better than Portal, apparently. Better than Portal.